Well, hello everybody. October 31st. I'm here to do your Halloween forecast for today, Monday the 31st, 2022. I obviously am feeling my inner Lucy today. I know I've done Lucy before, but I don't know, I just felt inspired. So here I am. Starting out, we picked the three cards that you've probably already seen, but I'm going to go over them one more time. I said the Moon card. I talked about not making things up, not being inventive. Since you don't know what's going on, don't start inventing scenarios. Just assume it's going to be good. Then we got the Nine of Pentacles, where I talk about give yourself some credit for the wins that you've had and don't think about the losses and the mistakes that you've made. Look forward, give yourself a pat on the back. Lastly, I picked the High Priestess, and I told you to trust your instincts, but also use some pragmatic skills to come across with, good logic, good ideas, so forth, but then trust your gut to sort of help you make the final decision. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but what I'm saying is look at the facts, go through all the reasoning, but then allow your gut to help you make that final decision about whatever's going on today. It could be something simple as what you're having for lunch. I don't know. We're going to keep on going though. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Any other cards today for the collective? Out flies the Three of Pentacles. Underneath that moon where I said you feel a little bit of mystery, we got look out for some help. Ask somebody who knows something. Like I said, there's this idea of mystery, like you're being invented. Why don't you just ask some questions? Say, what the hell's going on? I'm confused. I feel like this might have to do with work, okay, or a relationship, but it feels like work to me, something with your career. So if you feel like your job might be on the line, or you feel like there's something going on at work that you're not comfortable with, ask questions. Just say, hey, is there something going on? It feels weird, whatever it might be. Then let's go ahead and see what else we get here. Spirits, ancestors, guides. We got two cards fought, and I grabbed them before they flew off the table. Interesting. We got the Devil in reverse under this card of Nine of Pentacles, where I talked to you about giving yourself some credit for your past wins. And so the devil usually represents some type of bad habits that you may have, things that you overindulge in, things that you do in a pattern that aren't good for you. So you've overcome something in the past that was just very bad for you. Maybe it was drinking or drugs or being on the internet too much or drama in relationships, who knows, sleeping too much, eating too much, not taking care of yourself, whatever. But it does feel like you've released yourself from this bad pattern, that you have decided that I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to take better care of myself. So that's where you give yourself the win. Whatever it is that you accomplished, overcoming that habit, give yourself some damn credit. All right. Under the High Priestess, where I talk about trusting your gut after you've gone through all the facts and made a good pragmatic decision, use the gut to push you to that final decision. You do get the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is all about confidence and being very direct and knowing what you want, but it did come in reverse, which doesn't mean the opposite necessarily. Just whenever I see the cards in reverse, it just means to me it's an important card. So I feel like what this is talking about is that you've been ineffective. Okay, so I talk about making a decision. I feel like maybe you've been waffling so much that stuff has just been happening without you being involved. Like you've kind of just sat back and let stuff happen because you didn't want to be responsible for the way things turned out. You got to stop doing it. It's your life. You have to be in control. Stop letting other people decide the outcome. Bottom of the deck, interesting. You got Death. It's interesting you got Death and the Devil together because people always freak out when they see both of those cards. But really, they're not bad cards. They're just sort of like an indication of things are changing. So the Death card's usually about a new cycle, something new's about to happen, This is growth. This is leaving something behind to go on to something better. There's a transformation, the ending of a cycle. And this is necessary. This is a necessary change. Don't fight it. This is meant to happen. It's only going to turn out well for you in the end. I promise you. It's going to end up being a very good thing. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into the regular Rider-Waite deck. I'm going to go ahead and cut this deck into 3 piles. See what else we get today. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Thank you for the cards you already gave us. Let's see if you have any other information for us or even validation that we haven't seen yet. You got the Moon again. First card that popped out, the Moon. Like, how does that happen, right? Again, the sense of mystery, a sense of not knowing what's going on. Then we get the Fool reversed. All right, thank you, Spirit Guides. Any other big cards today for our viewers on this Halloween? You got the High Priestess again, right under the High Priestess. This doesn't usually happen, you guys. And you got the Four of Cups. Interesting. So this is a separate deck, by the way. So you got the Moon again, right under that Moon and that Three of Pentacles, where I said, go ahead and ask, what's going on? Another Moon. Mystery, mystery, mystery. Feeling like you don't know what's happening. Ask questions. Under that Nine of Pentacles, where we talked about giving yourself some credit, and I talked about the Devil reversed. I said that you have overcome some major stuff in the past. You got to give yourself this credit. We get the Fool reversed. The Fool is all about throwing caution to the wind. Anything goes, taking the leap of faith, giving yourself that trust. So yes, vault off of those successes that you've had. Realize that you can do pretty much anything you set your mind to, and you have been successful. Don't keep going, oh, I failed at this and I failed at that. What did you do right? Under that High Priestess, and I talked about that Emperor, where I feel like maybe you've been a little bit ineffective in making decisions. You've kind of sat back and let stuff happen. It's time for you to take charge. You get the High Priestess again. Okay, and see there's black and white, 2 pillars. She's between these pillars. The pillars mean she's on the right path. That means she has choice. You have choices, but I feel like, again, look at the facts, be pragmatic, then go into your intuition, go into your gut. Bottom of the deck, you get the 4 cups. This is about missing opportunities of love, relationships, possible partnerships. You're too busy looking at the past. Again, this is coming up once again. You're going to miss this blessing from Spirit. Okay, so you are really just saturated in past energies. This has really got to stop today. Today is the day. Halloween 2022. You are now letting go of the past, realizing you cannot unring the bell, and all you can do is move forward. Okay, I know that's a general thing to say to somebody, but it's really coming through strong. It's a really important message today. Enchanted Maps deck. Let's see what jumps out there for you. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Cards today for my viewers. It may help them moving forward in their journey. Anything that you think will be helpful today. I thought that's so cool that we got 2 of the same exact cards came out in the same columns. That tells you that this is definitely strong, strong message. All right, you got Sad Embrace. Past again. This is sadness. This is guilt or sadness about something that didn't work. Okay. You got the 4 energy about healing, the 5 energy, change of energy, also sometimes some conflict. But if you add 4 and 5 together, you get 9, resolution. Time to wrap that up. I don't care if you have to do it symbolically. Write down that thing that happened that upset you so badly from the past or you felt like was a big failure. Tear that shit up, burn it up. Take a black marker, write all over it, wipe your butt with it. I don't care. Whatever symbolically makes you feel like you are officially dumping that crap in the trash. Think of a dog. When they take a poop, they kick dirt on it, they keep walking. They don't keep turning around and checking on it, okay? You don't need to do that either. All right. Jumping into the Spirit Animal deck here. Spirit of the Animals deck. Excuse me, I said it wrong. See what animal comes out to inspire you today. And out pops the moose. Wisdom. Dun, dun, dun. Here's what it says. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. What did I talk about? That High Priestess twice now. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. You got it. I'm saying you know a lot more than you think. That's really what this is saying. All right. Now we're going to jump into my vintage deck. And since I'm dressed vintage, this is perfect for y'all. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Cards today for my viewers. Anyone tuning in today? We got nature. I love it. This is such a beautiful card. God, I wish I had this costume. Check this out. Nature. And you're like, what does that have to do with anything? Maybe it's time to get grounded. Maybe you haven't been outside enough. Maybe it's been rainy, or you've been busy with work, or getting kids to school, that kind of thing. But this is saying don't forget to ground yourself. Don't forget to get in touch with nature. Whether you stand outside in your yard for just a couple minutes, or toss the ball for your dog in the yard, or go out to get your mail and just breathe in the autumn air and smell the leaves. But appreciate nature today. That's super important. Lastly, let's go into our Moonology deck. And I also wanted to share with you guys today, you know how I always find pennies on my walk and things like that. I found a quarter today, and it was raining outside. I just happened to look down the gutter, and it was a little bit water in there, and I saw something shimmering, and sure enough, it was a quarter. So I got a 25-fold penny. How cool is that? Every day I always find something cool. Oh, there we go. New moon in Scorpio. I think we just had the new moon in Scorpio, didn't we? Work through your fears. Okay, and again, that again speaks to that past thing. The fears usually come from past experiences. Know that just because something happened in the past doesn't mean that's going to happen now. You are the captain of your own ship. You have an amazing, spooky, spectacular Halloween. And I love you, and I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah.